Hi, Jerry Slusewitz, host of these Money Talks videocasts. Today is January 31st. This is going to cap the best January we've had since 1997. So it's a pretty good January, great start to the year. Part of this rally has been on hope. And the hope is that Europe gets their act together, and their hope is that the economy here in the United States has seen the worst and continues to improve. However, housing came out with some economic numbers today. Still showed year-over-year decline. That's a big part of the economy, is the housing sector. Consumer confidence actually unexpectedly dropped. They were expecting it to rise to 68 from 64, instead it dropped to 61. These are all nominal numbers. Above 90 is good confidence for the economy, but people are still worried about the economic outlook. What's going to happen with the jobs that are very tough to find still for a lot of people, especially the long-term unemployed. What's going on in housing, and overall, what's going on for our future of our lives, especially with the overhang of Europe. Well, the Europeans met again, and they've come up with another bailout plan, probably the 18th rendition of it, but at the same time, Greece has still not solved their problems with their bailout. What's going on is Greece is trying to renegotiate with their bondholders to take 40 cents on the dollar and a 4% interest rate and extend the maturities out from whatever they had before to much longer. That's a tough pill to swallow. Why investors, institutions don't see that as a default, I don't know, blind them and keep them, in the dark, and, feed them the same things you make mushrooms out of. So the bottom line is that it's really still a tough economy. We had a great January and a great start to the year. There's all these different theories that as the year starts, or as January goes, so goes the rest of the year. Traditionally, the first few months of the year are very positive. They were last year. February's of that positive era. February's the more difficult time. We'll see if that plays true this year with a little bit of a pullback. The markets seem to be topping. Markets today, January 31st, are down a little bit. At this stage, who knows where they're going to close. But if they did close negative today for the Dow, that would be down 6 of the last 7 trading days, yet it's still right near the top. So investors and market strategists are holding the market stubbornly high. We're still very long invested. We invest for dividends and income. We do have some growth strategies on there. We did buy gold recently, but the situation is the United States markets look pretty strong. They're holding up pretty good, even in light of this pullback, so maybe they're just consolidating for the next move up. It's important to have protection. It's important to have some sort of a discipline to manage the risk. No one can predict the future, but you can control the risk you're willing to take on every single investment. What I suggest is you invest for 2 outcomes, the one that you want, and then obviously a defensive strategy for the one you don't want. Sometimes you call these stop losses. It doesn't have to be a on-the-floor exchange sell, but before you buy anything, or if you have your current portfolio, it's important to look at every position and say, this is my best position, this is my second best, all the way down to your worst positions. You should have them ranked, something you should have done at the year end, and then look at your worst positions and say, how long do I want to hold on to those? And then look at your best and middle positions and say, what would happen, what would make me sell if things did not go right? Obviously, we all hope that it goes the way we want it to and we all make money, but you've got to have that second plan, was what would cause me to sell that if it doesn't go right? And you have that in the calm of the day after markets are over, on the weekend, figure that out. Or if you need help, call me, Jerry Slusewitz, 1-800-449-9501. That's 1-800-449-9501. Or on the web at www.yourmoneytalks.com. We're also doing our Money Talks radio program again, Money Talks, and then we also every Friday do our Next Week on Wall Street, where we kind of recap what happened last week and preview next week. Sign up absolutely free on our website, yourmoneytalks.com. Sign up for a free educational newsletter. We'll get you all the information so you could be an astute investor, as well as someone who protects your capital while you hope for growth, safety, and income. Again, it's Jerry Slusewitz. Thanks for listening. We'll get you updated again hopefully next week.